guys, welcome back to my shop today. I'm going to be doing a little potato planter box experiment. I saw an article on the internet that was, I think, Facebook to me, about making a raised planter bed for potatoes. Anyway, the premise of this is because potatoes will continually send out roots and make more and more roots and more potatoes if you add soil on top. What I'm going to be doing is starting the potatoes in a single raised planter, and as the plants grow, I'm going to add soil to it, therefore causing it to put out more roots and start growing more potatoes. By the time I get it built up 3-4 courses, it's going to be, the box is supposed to be full of potatoes. So anyway, this video is for building the potato box, and I might even try to plant the potatoes in the box today if I have time. So stay with me, I'll show you what I'm doing. Alright, I have some old scrap 2x12s that I'm going to be using to make this raised potato bed. Obviously, it's reused. It's wood that is starting to get a little bit soft, but because this bed has to be taken apart every year, I can replace pieces and parts of it as needed. I'm going to use this wood because, well, it's available, and making this potato bed isn't going to cost me anything by using recycled wood. So I'm going to pull these nails out. I'm going to take a 4x4 and rip it down so I have 4 posts for one for each corner, and I'm going to go from there. I'll be right back. Alright guys, as you can see, I got the boards all cut now. They're all set and ready to go. I got my 4x4s ripped. I'm going to go outside and start putting this together. Alright guys, just a couple tips on this raised planter box for the potatoes. You're going to want to have your corner posts considerably taller than your first course, because as the potato plants grow and you add soil, you're going to want to add courses to this so that it holds the dirt in there. Now mine are roughly 4 foot long. I'm sure I'm not going to get my planter box 4 foot high, but rather than cut it off and have it too short, I'm leaving it a little long for this year until I see exactly how much soil I end up adding to this. Another point is that you want to make sure that you have all your screws facing out. You don't want to run any of the screws from the posts into your 2x material. Otherwise, you won't be able to take this 2x material off without emptying your entire planter box out. So I'm going to be fastening the 2x material to the corner posts from the outside. The other thing that the article I had read mentioned was that you can take this off, reach in on the bottom course, and pull out potatoes after the plant has grown up 2 or 3 courses without injuring the plant, and you'd have some nice potatoes earlier in the season that way. So I'm going to get to this, get this all attached and put on there. I'm making 2 sides here, and then I'm going to put the rest of it together up on the site where I'm going to be planting my potato boxes and planting my potatoes. And there's one side of my raised potato box. I'm going to do another one. Here's side 2 of my raised potato box. Now, I pre-drilled these boards so that the screws go in and bite into the posts real easy. I also pre-drilled the 2x12s. They're going to be going on the side so that they'll easily bite into the boards as well. Alright guys, we're up here and we're trying to beat the rain. We've got a rainstorm coming in, so I want to get this assembled quick. So I'm just going to show you guys how I'm doing this and have you watch as I do it. Alright guys, I got the potato boxes built now. I'm going to go get some compost out of my compost pile and fill these up with some nice soil for my potatoes. Alright guys, I have some of my seed potatoes here. You got to make sure that they have the eyes on the potato, and if they're starting to bud. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife and cut these up so there's at least a few eyes on each piece. Now I'm only going to be planting 5 plants in each planter because I don't want to overcrowd them. So I'll be doing one near each corner and one right in the middle. Okay, so this potato's got a lot of eyes on it, so I can take this potato and cut up some good sized chunks to be able to plant here. Now I have plenty of potatoes, so you don't really want to skimp when you're doing this. Okay, now you want to dig a hole and put your potato in. You generally want to go somewhere between 4 and 6 inches deep. Now you want to plant these before the last frost of the season. You want to plant them with the eyes facing up. And then just lightly cover them back over with soil. Do the same thing over here. And just lightly cover back over with the soil compost mix. Now I have one potato that's just a little bit smaller, that's not really necessarily worth cutting up, so I'm just going to plant this potato whole right down in here. Pick the best side with the eyes on it, and have that facing up. Alright, there you have it. This bed's all planted. I'll have potatoes after a while. I'll give you guys some updates as I build this up and the plants start to sprout up and leaf out. I'll show you guys when I'm ready to add the next course. Thanks for joining me. I've had a great time talking with you. I'll see you again soon on my next episode.